welkom by nog 'n episode van Vaalweekblad Sê. Hierdie week gesels ons met Roberto Nudi van Panda Sportswear, asook Won Rautenbach, 'n gemeenskapslid in 3 Riviere. Panda Sportswear spesialiseer in pasgemaakte fietsryklere en is ook die vervaardigers van die Suid-Afrikaanse fietsryspan se uitrustings. Roberto, die stigter en eienaar van hierdie besigheid wat al vir die afgelope 5 jaar vanuit Midvaal bedryf word, vertel ons bietjie meer van waar hierdie besigheid begin het, asook wat dit verg om hierdie uitrustings te maak.
My name is Roberto Nudi. I've been living in South Africa for probably 40 years now, and Italian origin. Own Panda Sportswear. We do custom cycle apparel. That is the focus of what we do, and then we do other sportswear as well. And we've been based here in Midvaal for probably the last 5 years now. Per un grande ciclismo. Per un grande ciclismo. For a bigger cycling or greater cycling in Italian.
Tell us about the name Panda. Where does that come from?
You know what, that is a little bit of a story. We put in 5, we applied for 5 names, and unfortunately some of the others didn't get accepted, and Panda Sport did. It's got a little bit of a Chinese connotation maybe, but yeah, we manufacture everything here. And we've got an Italian heritage. We don't really import anything from China. Yeah, we came to South Africa when I was probably about 12 years old, and yeah, so I went to school in South Africa. I went to the army. After the army, you know, I got involved in cycling when I was at university, and since then, you know, that's been my focus. Although I did do a degree in biochemistry and zoology, the cycling just took over my life, and we started in my dad's garage about 20 years, 1991, you know. I got married to Diana. Now we've got 3 kids, and 2 of them are overseas. Claudia is still here with me, helping me in the business. She's also a very competitive track cyclist. She was competing at the Continental African Track Champs last year this time, where she brought back 7 medals for South Africa, so she did really well. Now this year she's having a baby, so she'll be back towards the end of the year, and yeah, hopefully her goal is to go to the Commonwealth Games, and that's her first goal, so let's see what happens. I actually had a friend who he was making black cycling shorts. But then he wasn't really interested in keeping it going. So I said to him, listen, I'll take it over. And basically we used to do black cycling shorts. We had no machinery to do the sublimation process, which is the printing process. But obviously, you know, so I used to go to other people to assist us with that. But technology has now progressed so much. When we first started, we used to have printing tables with silk screen, like a silk screen kind of process, which was very laborious. Now, basically, with technology, you just need to get a decent printer, a heat transfer machine, and then you need to have obviously the CMT section where there's cut, make, and trim the apparel. And cycling jerseys used to be really simple. You know, it was just a simple garment. Now with technology, you know, some of the jerseys have got about 5 different fabrics just to make one cycle jersey, which assist with aerodynamics, which is important for speed, and also for the transfer of heat from your body. So a lot of the fabrics are very specialized, and the shorts also, all the pads are imported, Unfortunately, we do have probably about one guy trying to now manufacture pads in South Africa, but you know, the standard is not there yet, so it's difficult to support them. But my theory has always been try and support the local before you look at the overseas companies. The main difference is in the sizing, and the lycras are all imported as well from Italy, because that is a product that you can't get in South Africa anymore. When we first started, we used to have companies in South Africa that used to manufacture lycra, but since then they've closed down. For the skin suits that I made for the Continental Track Champs now and for the South African team, those products are made for performance. Okay, so you use aerodynamic materials, lightweight materials, most that can get rid of the heat quickly, and also for racing cyclists, it's so important that the fit is 100%. It needs to be really tight fitting. We also make products for the average cyclist who don't need it for performance, but it's more for comfort and to get their brand out there. So especially in South Africa, where you get guys who probably used to play rugby, a lot of the ex-rugby players are now cycling. So we've had to design some jerseys that will fit ex-rugby players. These guys are 100 kilograms. They've got big arms and big chests compared to the typical cyclist who probably weighs about maximum of a pro cyclist. If he's 80 kilograms, he's huge. Typically they weigh 70 and under. So now with the rugby players coming in and getting involved, especially in mountain biking, yeah, we've had to adjust our patterns to accommodate for that market as well.
We talked about all the kits that you've designed and made through the years. Which of those kits are you the most proudest of?
Okay, the team that I got most involved in is probably Team Abantu, which included some really talented riders, Nolan Hoffman being one of them, yeah, we managed to win the Cape August tour with him. It took a while for him because, like I said, he always battled up Seikabossi, but he got it right. And then another young rider at that time was Clint Hendricks, who I think at the last Commonwealth Games last year it was or so, got a third place in the road race. And that's the Commonwealth. It's very difficult to get results at that level. So, you know, those are riders that would have probably given up cycling. They wouldn't have had the opportunity to carry on because there was no pro teams, there was no sponsors. So yeah, I'm really happy that I got involved with Team Abantu and managed to get those guys to continue with their cycling. Yeah, we're very happy here in the Mid-Vaal. We find that it's a safe environment, and it's safe, it's conducive to cycling. There's a lot of groups that come past here on the weekend, and the roads are well maintained compared to other parts of Joburg. And what else? And the supply of electricity is reasonable. It's good.
You also thanked the people who've stuck with you through the years.
Yes, you know, after when COVID happened, what I wanted to say is that we're grateful that I think South African companies have realized that we need to stick together and try and, you know, get product from South African companies, support each other, especially during the difficult times. And, you know, we just want to say thank you to all the clients we've had over the past 20 years, some of them. And every year they come back to us and they order kit, and we've managed to keep them happy. So we're very grateful for that.
Von Rautenbach is 'n gemeenskapslid van 3 Riviere en hy is ook een van die admins op die WhatsApp groepe van die omgewing. Nou hy vertel ons bietjie meer van wat dit verg om 'n admin op hierdie groepe te wees en wat jy kan doen om hierdie groepe effektief te laat werk. Hy gee ons 'n bietjie meer insig oor hoe jy as 'n gewone gemeenskapslid 'n bydrae kan maak in jou omgewing.
My name is Vaughan and I'm one of the moderators and admin on WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups that handle with problems in our area. And one of the things that I really wish people would help us with is if you have a problem, give us the details. In our area, we've established a protocol of what to do when you have a problem, how you should report it. Your name, your street address, your contact details, what the problem is, whether it's electricity, whether it's power related, whether it's sewage related, or whatever it is, and then submit the information, not on the group, because it's personal information, but submit it directly to the councillor involved. It doesn't help everybody saying, my power is off, my power is off, my power is off. If somebody in the street has reported that their power is off, and you know that you're in the same street, not necessary to report that your power is off, just give the same information to the responsible person who has been indicated on the groups. We're very clear about it both on our Facebook groups, for 3 Rivers, and also the WhatsApp groups, that there is a protocol to follow. It makes it far easier for us as moderators and admin to get the information through to the people who can do something. The WhatsApp groups are just a forum for people to tell what's happening, but it's a two-way street. I can't, as an admin and a moderator, I can't tell people that stop reporting, because it's not for me to do that. But similarly, repeating the same thing over and over again, before you know it, you've got 200 WhatsApps reporting the same thing in the same area. Now, in terms of what you can do when you've got no power, you've got no water or anything like that, it's what I do. I keep a 25 litres water canister spare, so that I have spare drinking water if the water goes out. I have torches and so on that I've charged up. And when there is power, I charge the torches, so at least I don't stumble around in the dark at night and so on. And more importantly, more than anything else, is if you have the means, get yourself a KDAC gas cylinder, which can have either a gas attachment or a light attachment. So, from my side, in terms of the WhatsApp groups and the Facebook groups, be proactive in helping yourself. If you know that your area is prone to having power outages, make a plan. We don't all have to bath every day, but we do need to drink water. So get yourself a 25-litre drum and fill it up when you can. Keep a spare supply of food in the house so that you can feed yourself, feed your children if there is a power outage. We don't know how long these power outages happen in our area because of the infrastructure that is old. Things happen, and with more people working from home and the more of a drain on the infrastructure, it is going to happen more and more often. If you know that your neighbors have families and you know that they don't have means of cooking, gas stoves or whatever, offer to assist. Even if it means come across, I've got torches, make yourself food on the gas stove, and so you can sort yourself out. that is how we as a community can help ourselves. Because unless we all work together, we're not going to grow as a community. We're all going to be little islands sitting in our properties, all moaning about the fact that this one's got a generator and I've got no power and I can't cook food, but they've got a Zozo tank. Let's help each other.
Dankie dat jy hierdie week weer saam met ons gekyk het. Maak seker jy like en share hierdie video en gaan krap 'n bietjie op ons Facebookblad rond vir interessante brokkies inligting en nuus vanuit die Valdriehoek. Moenie vergeet nie, ons is op YouTube by Mooival TV. Maak seker jy subscribe daar sodat jy allerlei interessante video's oor jou omgewing kan kyk. Ons sien jou weer volgende week.